This video is sponsored by Noise Machine. Yo, I'm Eumonic. For the first time once again, I'm glad that you are here. If you're into making music on your phone or just making music on the go, being able to be portable while you make music, and if you're into gear that's accessible, easy, and fun to use, I got something for you. I've actually been holding it in my hand the entire time. The Noise Machine. There's certainly MIDI controllers that are smaller than this, but as far as functionality goes, I think the Noise Machine takes the cake, or the candy, because the Kickstarter's launching on Halloween. Trick or treat, y'all. Let's make a beat. Noise Machine is an ultra-small MIDI controller equipped with 12 buttons, a rotary knob, and a slider. Self-contained and super portable, it has a USB-C port for charging the battery, on and off switch on the back, and just for comparison, here's a 6x2 Lego. Yeah, this thing's tiny. Oh, and you better believe there's a link in the description to the Kickstarter campaign that launches October 31st, 2020, Halloween. Get your Noise Machine. Ain't nothing spooky about that. Just click the link and support them. Psh. Zach and Skylar, by the way, you guys rock. We'll talk a little bit later in the video. Let's get back to making some noise. Noise Machine has 3 different modes. When you turn it on, you'll just have the single red power LED, and then this is where you get to choose which mode you're in. Now the layout of the Noise Machine is something that I had to get used to. This is button 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 12. I'm used to having it start right here, but this would be your starting button. 1 is the default, 2 is split mode, 3 is loop mode. When Noise Machine is powered up, the red light turns on and you choose the mode. Default mode for this example, the green light turns on and you choose the MIDI channel. Then you connect to a device, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. When Noise Machine is in default mode, it works really well as a drum pad. A very small drum pad. Split mode is accessed by pushing button number 2, loop mode is button number 3, pretty easy. As mentioned previously, and quite obviously, there's 12 buttons on Noise Machine. In split mode, the first 6 buttons are channel 1, and the last 6 buttons are channel 2. Meaning that these first 6 buttons can be a synthesizer. Okay, and these last 6 buttons can be drums. So we can do things like this. When Noise Machine is in loop mode, you turn the knob all the way to 0, which is fully clockwise. Then you go ahead and program the sequence of notes that you want to be played. Then when you turn the knob, that is going to adjust the speed or the BPM at which those notes are played back. Then the slider becomes modulation. To clear that sequence, you move the slider all the way to the left and then hold the first button down, and now that sequence is cleared. Turning the knob back to 0 to program a new sequence, you can also add in rests or pauses in your sequence. Moving the slider all the way to the left and then pushing 1 will add a pause in that sequence. Let's play that back. Let's stop the noise for just a moment and appreciate the sheer elegance and small form factor of this design. It's brilliant. Hold up. Oh yeah, that's right. Umonic got the hookup. Customized, limited edition noise machine. This one's all mine, baby. Now, this is the color that's going to be available to everybody on the Kickstarter campaign. There's also talks, murmurs of other colors, so I'm curious to see what the folks at Noise Machine have to offer. But I really appreciate even the hue of orange that you selected. The engraving of Umonic on the front was a nice touch. Now, there are no noises inside of the Noise Machine. The actual sounds are going to be coming from whatever you have it connected to, whether that be a mobile device or a computer. This is strictly a MIDI controller, a really awesome portable mini MIDI controller at that. Now, as far as connections go, the USB-C connection down at the bottom is only for charging. This isn't going to send any MIDI information. Now, the way that this sends MIDI information is Bluetooth Light Energy. Light Energy. It's BTLE, which is Bluetooth Low Energy. I don't know all of the technical wizardry involved with Bluetooth Low Energy, but I do know that there's differences between the iOS side of things and the Android side of things. For Android, I've been using MIDI plus BTLE. You do a simple Bluetooth scan with the Noise Machine on. Once it detects it, you simply select it, and then any app that you open, that will allow the MIDI information to get to that app from the Noise Machine. Some apps just don't support Bluetooth at all, so you can't get any MIDI information into the app using Bluetooth. It seems iOS has more music making options when it comes to apps. For this video, I use the Model D synthesizer. There's a little settings button up here, and then MIDI, and then Bluetooth MIDI right there. Then you connect to Noise Machine. So that's just an example of how you connect to it in the app on iOS as opposed to using a third-party app in Android. It really depends on what app you're using and if that app supports BTLE MIDI information. Now, fortunately, the people at Noise Machine have plans to make an app which is going to take care of all this Bluetooth low energy MIDI communication stuff. Come to think of it, that's a great reason why you should follow the link in the description to the Kickstarter for Noise Machine, so you can grab yourself one of these. No, not the Umonic orange one of these. You're supporting the future development of Noise Machine, to include the software that they want to develop. And also, you see these little circuit board doodads sticking out and all that? Yeah, this thing's like hackable. So they're thinking about attachments and all kinds of cool stuff. Like, for real, this thing's going places. Now that we've said all that, I had the most fun connecting this to my computer using Ableton, which is software I'm well aware of how to use. And I figured I'd just make a party out of it. It's launching on Halloween, black, orange. It's kind of appropriate. Okay, hold up. I gotta say thank you to Zach and Skylar, the masterminds behind Noise Machine. Two brothers with a great idea to make making music more accessible, portable, and fun. This is the first product launch that I've been involved with, which is a really big deal. So I'm just grateful that they allowed me to represent Noise Machine in such a creative way. And the more that I've messed with both of these, trying out different modes, connecting them to different apps, and then to my computer, which is when my head truly exploded, I'm just thankful and inspired, honestly. This started with a DM on Instagram, and now I'm helping launch a product by two creative entrepreneurs in an industry that has all kinds of room to grow. Imagine what this could be in 10 years. That's enough reason to buy one, in my opinion. Okay, let's make more music. Before I do this, it's important for you to know what's about to happen. I'll be using two noise machines. One is MIDI channel 1, the other is MIDI channel 2. So they're two instruments. You could have a party essentially with all your noise machine friends and jam out. One could be on drums and bass and guitar. You could have a noise machine band. Just enough time for the holidays to get practiced up and live stream your concert so you can safely stay at home or get out, whichever. I've been making a lot of beats lately, and right now I just feel like doing something a little bit different to display my gratefulness and thankfulness for life because it goes by quick.